Good evening, everyone out there in virtual internet land. My name is Rich Siegel, better known around here as Scrappy, and I'm the Chief Executive Officer here at Kesem. It's my privilege and pleasure to welcome you all to Kesem Senior Night for 2021. Tonight we're here to honor some vitally important members of our Kesem family, our college student leaders, and specifically those who are completing their collegiate careers and are graduating from their universities this year. Our seniors, members of the class of 2021. Our seniors have held a variety of important roles and have always made a tangible impact, whether serving as Kesem members, counselors, coordinators, interns, and everything in between, and whether they joined us for the first time the moment they arrived in college or in their senior year. Let me give you an example of the incredible impact you've had on our campers. Here's a message we received from a camper parent after their kids attended Kesem at home. My 11-year-old experienced severe anxiety during quarantine when she was asked to record herself giving a presentation. She was so nervous even though there was no one in the room with her but a camera. During the talent show for Camp Kesem, she sang a cappella for the entire camp. There were 71 people on the Zoom call at the time. 2 months ago, this would have been impossible, and the mere thought of it would have resulted in a breakdown. Camp Kesem helped her confidence so much, and this has carried over after the end of camp. I cannot say enough how great of an impact this camp, these counselors, and this program have had on my children's emotional well-being. Thank you so much. No matter what chapter administrative roles you might or might not have held, every senior has held the most important role any member of the Kesem family can hold. That of a caring person who gave of their time and energy and devotion to be there for children facing a parent's cancer, just at the precise moment those children need you most. You worked with children going through what is likely the single most traumatic event in their entire lives, and you created a community for them where they can feel supported, feel respected, feel stable, feel understood, and no longer feel alone, and where they can just have fun again. You created an environment for our kids that can only be described as magical. And you know in your hearts what our camper parents have come to know when their children return beaming after a Kesem camp experience, and what I've come to know in the 11 short months I've been with this organization. That magic is real. But all of our college student leaders, and especially our seniors, know that providing this magical experience for our campers does not itself happen by magic. It happens through hard work and organization and dedication and hours of time and planning and fundraising and more fundraising. And it is because of the amazing qualities of our college student leaders that the Kesem experience is so magical for our campers. And we know that this past year, your senior year, has been a very unusual one in our lives and in the lives of everyone in the Kesem family. We have all had to adapt to conditions none of us could have imagined just 2 years ago. And that required Kesem and our student leaders to adapt as well, so we could continue to bring magic to our campers when they were more isolated than ever, when they needed Kesem more than ever. So when you were unable to meet in person, you conducted virtual chapter meetings, virtual fundraisers, and even our virtual summer camp, Kesem at Home. When we were able to meet in person again, you held masked team meetings. Of course, sometimes with masks with caterpillars on them. You have been adaptable and resilient and totally committed to our mission, no matter how difficult things have been. You have been there for Kesem and our kids. You have shown without doubt that Kesem is indeed not a place, but a feeling. Now, seniors, as you venture into the real world, please know that you have our immense gratitude for everything you've done for Kesem and our campers during your university careers. Please also know that when you leave college, you will not be leaving Kesem behind. You will always be part of the Kesem family, one big national united family. And wherever you go, and you see someone wearing a t-shirt with a blue and green caterpillar on it, it won't matter what chapter you or that other person are from, or whether that other person is a camper, a college student leader, or one of our alumni, because you will know that you are both part of the same large, wonderful Kesem family. You are not leaving Kesem behind because Kesem is not something you do in college. It's a magical experience that you create, that you carry in your hearts forever. Wishing you everything good as you join the expanding ranks of Kesem alumni, and thank you again for everything you do for Kesem and our kids. We cannot do what we do without you. Scrappy out.
All right. Thank you so much for that warm Kesem welcome, Rich. We are so excited to be here with all of you tonight. I'm Chandler Cheeto Metcalf, Operations Coordinator at Kesem, joining you here from Washington, D.C.
And I'm Zach, Dwayne The Rock Johnson Snelling, and I'm a former regional program coordinator from the Northeast region, a student leader alum from Camp Kesem at the University of Richmond, and I'm joining the party tonight from Utica, New York.
And together, we're your MCs for the evening. For folks watching this at home, since we'll be spending so much time together tonight, we felt it was important that you got to know us. So here are some fun facts about the two of us. Before this call, we discovered that we have the following things in common.
We both played intramural soccer in college.
And we both have an irrational fear of clowns.
Wait, Chandler, we never talked about that one.
Just me then. Okay. Anyway, another fun fact is that Zach also actually used to be my regional program coordinator when I was a student leader. Zach, there's something I've always wanted to ask you. Do you think that Dwayne The Rock Johnson likes Cheetos?
It's hard to say. I mean, are we talking nacho cheese Cheetos, hot Cheetos, white cheddar Cheetos? It's tough to make a sweeping generalization about Dwayne The Rock Johnson's pantry. I mean, look at
we'll just have to settle this later. I think that's best, Dwayne, because tonight we've got a lot of important things to do. We are here to celebrate our class of 2021 and their lasting positive impact on the Kesem community. Whether you're a member of the class of 2021, a camper, caregiver, supporter, or any other friend of the Kesem family, welcome. We are so excited to have you.
If you're joining us live on Facebook, please take a moment to send us hello in the live chat. Let us know where you're joining from and who you're here to support.
Yes. Let's see what we got in the live chat. Don't be shy. Typing can be hard. I recognize that as well. My fingers are honestly very exhausted from a full year of typing on Zoom. Ooh, Dream Team. Thank you. We'd like to think so as well.
Mutual feeling.
Our love of intramural soccer holds us together.
All right, looks like we got someone from Camp Kesem State. Lindsay Ryan, thanks for tuning in.
Oh, nice. Someone from Camp Kesem at Fresno. Awesome.
Hey, Fresno.
Sweet. Cora from Hamline. Welcome. Awesome. Yes. Thank you all for coming. We're so excited to have you. Hi and Fiddle from CK UCLA, it looks like. Let's go.
Got Cora from Hamlin.
Nice. The small font is testing my reading skills. Sweet. Thank y'all for tuning in. We're so happy to have you. And just to share, if you're sharing anything about tonight's event on social media, I wanted to remind you to use the hashtag KesemMagic when you share so we can see your posts and reshare them. And because we'll also be giving away some Kesem swag to some lucky participants. So all you have to do to participate is post in the Facebook chat here by using the hashtag magic and tagging us at Camp Kesem or on any of your other social media platforms tonight, and you will have a chance to win some of this cool swag. So would highly suggest it.
Amazing. Tonight's program will feature messages from a variety of Kesem supporters who have been impacted by the class of 2021. And who better to kick us off than a member of the class of 2021?
That is right. As we come together to celebrate such an exciting time in all of your lives, this student is actually here to tell us about one of the scariest moments in theirs that ended up being an invaluable life lesson. Friends, please join us in welcoming Evelyn Crush Wong from Camp Kesem, Harvard undergraduate.
Hey everyone, my name's Evelyn and I'm part of Camp Kesem Harvard undergraduate. My Kesem name's Crush, like the turtle from Finding Nemo, not the orange juice. I'm from East LA, so I was trying to go for the chill surfer dude vibes. One of the scariest moments in my life was my first night as a Kesem counselor. Picture this, I'm in a cabin with several 6 to 8-year-old girls who have all had at least 3 s'mores at the campfire, and I'm trying to get them ready for bed. I look around and two campers are making a toilet paper diaper for a loaf of bread they have somehow adopted as their cabin mascot. My camper Lollipop is making a break for it out the front door, Rainbow Unicorn is jumping off the top bunk, and best of all, my co-counselors were at our nightly staff meeting. At that moment, I was regretting some of my life choices, specifically that of introducing myself as Crush, the chill surfer dude, and wishing I had gone for Crush, the truck-sized sea turtle that sits on kids who aren't in bed by lights out. After a few moments of trying to wrestle the loaf of bread, whom we aptly named Toast, from a camper named Strawberry, I realized something important that sticks with me to this day. I was so nervous about fulfilling my role as a counselor and trying to do everything right that I forgot one of the most important ingredients for the camp experience: slowing down, having fun, and being a kid again. I joined in on a toast toss and eventually made it into a cabin-wide game of hot potato, with the only rule being bottoms on beds. And by the time my co-counselors had gotten back, we had tired ourselves out and were fast asleep. College has been a new experience and a wild ride for all of us. Whether we were the first in our family to attend college, shout out to all the first gens in the room, or moving away from home for the first time, or simply embarking on a new academic journey. This adulting process has largely steered us away from our childhood adventures, toward the world of bills, careers, and trying to get our rental deposits back. And the pandemic, if anything, has probably sped up this process for many of us. But by connecting us with kids who are facing some really grown-up challenges themselves, Kesem has continued to be a gentle reminder to me to laugh at myself and to appreciate every moment I get to re-experience my childhood. Being a camp counselor turned ops coordinator turned co-director has hit close to home for me, as Kesem has given me some of the most fulfilling moments of my undergraduate experience. In the big moments and the small ones, from those crazy nights trying to get those 8-year-old campers to bed, to helping Rainbow Unicorn and myself get over stage fright at the talent show, to hearing a camper say, "I haven't laughed this hard at months." My campers have taught this 150-year-old noggin how to be a kid again. Kesem taught me that the dreams which have stayed with me most are the ones that come from my early childhood. That's why some of my favorite childhood movies come from Disney or DreamWorks, including Finding Nemo. They don't want us to forget what dreams are made of, whether it's Hakuna Matata or To Infinity and Beyond. That same unadulterated passion lit us up and inspired us to discover exactly where the sidewalk ends or where the wild things are. Kesem has always brought that part of me out, whether we're screaming the party song at 7 a.m. in a mess hall or singing equally loud camp songs across little squares on a computer screen. And it's not just a one-way street down memory lane. Kesem has helped me look ahead to the future too, informing my passion for promoting educational equity and working with students and young people. And I know that within this graduating class of future architects, doctors, graphic designers, entrepreneurs, and more, that a part of where you're headed is where you're from, including your time at Kesem. At a time when many pieces of our lives have been adjusted and adapted, our ability to embrace the uncertain and meet each other with more spirit and energy than ever before speaks to the enduring sense of community of our Kesem family. As the late Marina Keegan said, "We don't have a word for the opposite of loneliness, but if we did, I could say that's what I want in life." That's what community means to me. That's what Kesem means to me. From the moment we log off tonight to the next stage of our lives, I know that this community will be with us wherever we go, reminding us to reconnect with the dreams that have stayed with us, to slow down and embrace the fun and the crazy and the imperfection of our everyday lives, to be together, to be kids again. So, with courage, strength, and hope, as we collectively close out for the last time as undergraduates, Camp Love in mind, class of 2021. Thank you. I'll see you under the same moon and stars.
Thank you so much, Crush. We have definitely all been where you've been before. And a loaf of bread, finding Nemo, plus a beautiful message about embracing the opportunities to be a kid again. This story really has everything, doesn't it?
Yeah, a part of that story that I really loved, a line was, quote, "A part of where you're headed is where you've come from, including your time at Kesem." That line gets me every time. I love that.
And Crush is absolutely right. Your journey doesn't end here. This community will be with us wherever we go. I remember being excited to graduate and move on to the next chapter, but also a little bit nervous about what my relationship with Kesem would look like after being a student leader for what felt like forever. But I'm here to tell you that I and many alumni that I've gotten to work with over the years continue to have a meaningful relationship with Kesem after graduation. You'll have the opportunity to give back to Kesem in new ways that deepen your commitment to Kesem. And for many of you, your experience as a student leader was just the beginning.
Oh, yeah, you're so right, DJ. Kesem isn't a 4-year family, it's a forever family. And there are so many more meaningful Kesem memories ahead of you. You can take your Kesem name, your Kesem self, best self with you long past the time you turn your tassel. And here to share more about how we can bring the magic created at Kesem with us every step of the way is Kesem Alumni Leadership Board member and Camp Kesem at the University of Virginia alum, Sydney Flav Kastner.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Sydney Kastner, or Flav. I always say it's a great day when I can introduce myself using the name Flav. I am honored to be with all of you tonight for Kesem Senior Night. I am almost 10 years out from where you are at this very moment as a graduate of Kesem at the University of Virginia, Go Hoos, a former camp advisor to the University of Georgia, Go Dogs, and Kesem Alumni Leadership Board member. I joyfully live in New Orleans, where I am a well-being and happiness consultant, AKA I found a way to legitimize many of my camp counselor ways through studying positive psychology at the University of Pennsylvania. Shout out to the Quaker chapter. And I now work with organizations and individuals, helping them prioritize their well-being and humanity. I'm here for two things this evening. First, to celebrate this fantastic group of folks. Secondly, to provide you with the chance to reflect on your experience and ground yourself for all that's to come. First of all, wow. I won't belabor the point, but I'm immensely impressed with each of you. Your college years, most importantly, your Kesem years, have looked differently than you or any of us could have predicted. But you've taken it in stride and finished what was another fantastic year of Kesem services to families impacted by cancer. Heck yeah. There are 1,200 of you graduating from Kesem, representing over 100 schools across the country. Over your undergraduate career, you've impacted over 10,000 campers. You've also, for the first time, developed and executed a brand new program, Kesem at Home. You've pivoted to meeting, fundraising, and programming virtual alternatives to keep your chapters operational during COVID-19. As your undergraduate chapter closes and you consider what's next for you personally, professionally, I'm here to tell you something you might not have heard yet. You already have everything you need. You're good. You're done. Relax. Seriously. Some of you might be thinking, I don't have a job yet, or maybe I do, but I'm not sure what I want to do long-term, or a mixture of those things. Those feelings are completely valid. And I invite us to reframe our thinking. I'm sure many of you have seen the phrase on social media or on Kesem swag that says Kesem self, best self. What I love about that phrase is it focuses on how we show up, how we are in the world, not necessarily what we're doing. After all, we're human beings, not human doers. And what better way to operate than how you operate at Kesem? Kesem self, best self. So tonight we're going to intentionally plan for how you want to show up in the next phases of your life to impact your world. So no matter what your what is, you know your how. If you haven't already read the works of activist Adrienne Marie Brown, allow me the honor of introducing you to her brilliance. She uses the concept of fractals to explain how we operate at the large scale is the same as how we operate at a small scale. You've practiced this potentially without even knowing it. Have you ever wondered, why can't everyday life be more like my time at Kesem? Whomst amongst us hasn't wondered that? The small fractal of the universe that you co-created with your Kesem peers and young people is beautiful. And now your charge is to bring that into the wider universe through taking your Kesem self with you. Does that mean you start campfires in your office break rooms, institute mandatory cabin chats at one-on-ones with your manager? Maybe, most likely not, but you don't have to start a campfire to fan the flames that are the magic of Kesem. Okay, cool. Sounds nice in theory, Flav, but what do you mean in practice? Let me show you through an example from my Kesem life. One night back at Kesem at UVA, the empowerment ceremony was coming up, and one of our beloved campers had lost her mother to cancer between the previous summer and the current summer. So at dinner, I found her and I asked if we could sit together at empowerment. I will never forget the evening we spent crying together. Later on, I visited her at cabin chat to say my good nights and checked in on her and a couple other kiddos at breakfast the next morning. Seems pretty run of the mill for a Kesem story. Many of you probably have a similar story or experience to mine, whether it was a shared moment of magic during Camp Kesem or Kesem at home. What you might not have considered at the time is how that might translate into your wider universe. In this case, your professional world. As someone who has a lot of experience in hiring, let me translate this experience into what I like to call corporate speak. What was I doing in that moment? I was anticipating client needs. I was going above and beyond my job description. I was exhibiting relentless follow through. I was leading with vulnerability. I was pivoting my behavior to adapt and respond to the situation. Those are job skills that most employers would be chomping at the bit to have on their teams. But most importantly, I was the person I most want to be in those moments. I was my Kesem self, best self. I was unabashedly loving my people. I was confidently displaying my feelings. And most importantly for me, not hiding any negative emotions. I was showing passionate care in my relationships. I was being attentive to what the people around me needed and wanted. So no matter what I want to be in my life, I know that those are the hows. That's how I want to show up in the world. I don't need to be at camp to live this way, but I do need to continually remind myself of who I want to be and how I want to be, especially without the annual summerly reminders of that Kesem self, best self. And you can do the same thing. So buckle up, because we're basically hosting our own cabin chat right here. So from wherever you're tuning in from across the world, I invite you to take a second and close your eyes or cast them downwards, whatever feels most comfortable for you. And think of a moment when you were your Kesem self, best self, when you made an impact on campers, on families, on peers. Transport yourself back there and try to relive it. What were you doing? Who were you with? What did you do that you were proud of? If you feel comfortable over the next few minutes, I invite you to share the moment you're reflecting on in the chat and read what other folks are sharing. If you have some paper with you, it might be helpful to write some of these next answers down or type them. What do you want to bring with you into this next phase of your life from that moment? For me, it was my passion for people, the importance of moments between programming. It was leading with vulnerability. It was showing passionate care in my relationships. I invite you following this experience to make a list of ways that you want to show up in the world inspired by that Kesem self moment. Now think, what will you need to do to be that person? Who might you need to lean on? How will you remind yourself of this? With the last 2 years of navigating COVID-19 and our experiences at Kesem with the impacts of a cancer diagnosis and journey have shown us is that we cannot control the what of our future. We don't know for sure what's around the next corner. We don't know if it'll be the outcome we hoped for or one we could not have predicted at all. But we can control our how we show up, how we love others, how we continue finding joy and hope and magic in the small fractals of our lives. and bringing that to the wider world. Isn't that what we've been learning at Kesem all along? So I'll leave you with this charge. Class of 2021, you've been, I know you've heard it many times, resilient. You've endured. You have adapted your small fractal of the world you created at Kesem to continue bringing magic to children and impacted by parents' cancer during a time when they needed you most. Use these experiences to continue transforming the broader world as a whole, whether that be your workplaces, your communities, your homes, your friendships, your families. You've already planted the seeds. It's time for you to nurture yourself and your community to continue and bring that impact to the world around you. You already have everything you need. So with that, I leave you with my deepest congratulations for a job very well done. Thank you so much for allowing me to be a small piece in your journey of impact. And I truly hope that I get to meet or see each of you very soon. Congratulations.
Thank you so much for sharing, Flav. That was beautifully said, and you're so right. We may not be able to control the what is ahead of us, but we can always control the how.
I couldn't agree more, Simone. And we always get to take who we are at Kesem with us. I know that I try to be Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson wherever I go, too. Great job, Flav. That speech was award-winning.
That is right. And Dwayne, you know what I'm thinking now? Speaking of awards, we have some of those to give out tonight, right?
You're right. Our senior yearbook awards.
Yes, every year, each of our chapters across the country submits a page for our virtual senior yearbook, featuring all of the incredible seniors that are graduating from their chapters coast to coast.
Yes, then the Kesem community shares well wishes on each chapter's virtual page, votes on their favorites in a few silly categories, and the student leaders at the winning chapters win some fun swag.
Oh, we love fun swag. So without further ado, congratulations to some of our winning chapters. Let's take a look.
First up is Campiest. Camp Kesem at the University of Iowa. Wow. If I could give your chapter a paper plate award, it would be Artist Extraordinary. And I just happen to have one for you that says that.
It's beautiful artwork, Dwayne. I absolutely love it.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Next up, we have another great award, and it's going to be Most Warm and Fuzzy. Woo. Ah, amazing. Congratulations to Camp Kesem at the University of Nevada, Reno. And oh, my feelings. I know this font is a little small on your end, so let me read you out some of these beautiful sweet nothings. This chapter shared some lovely dedications to their seniors, saying that, quote, "We would not be where we are without your dedication and all of your creativity." And that, quote, "Your positivity and persistence has made Camp Kesem even more magical." Ooh, yep, I'm feeling pretty warm and fuzzy over here.
All right, coming up next is the funniest. And look at this. 4 years later, the winner is Case Western Reserve University. It's obviously the SpongeBob reference for me, folks. A+ Case Western Reserve University.
Can I just say what a spot-on SpongeBob impression that was? Absolutely
You're too
beautiful.
kind. You're too kind.
And the next award will be Most Creative Design, and that goes to Camp Kesem at the University of Miami. Wow, look at these amazing songs. I don't know about you, but my Spotify most played feature featured a whole lot of the Backyardigans on my rep this year. You know, like Into the Thick of It, Into the Thick, you know, Castaways, right, Dwayne? Anyone? No?
Yeah. I got you over here. Don't worry. And finally, we'd love to give an honorable mention to Camp Kesem at the University of South Florida, because we certainly are a fan of you.
I love it. If you want to read more of Camp Kesem at University of Nevada, Reno's Warm and Fuzzies, get to know the seniors from Camp Kesem at the University of Miami, or share some of your TTYLs, hags, best wishes with our graduating class of 2021, you are in luck. The entire Kesem Senior Yearbook is virtually available on our Facebook page, and we'll link it in the chat so you can check it out later.
We love celebrating our seniors in fun, slightly silly ways like this. We're Kesem people after all, but we also want to take a moment to lift up the Kesem values that ground and guide our work together.
Oh, that's so right, Dwayne. We asked the Kesem community to help us recognize the graduating student leaders that live our values each and every day to be honored as part of our Kesem National Leadership class. And you did not disappoint. Here to tell us more about those shared Kesem values and present our Kesem National Leadership Awards are Carrie, Gump, Clemens, and some other very special alumni guests.
Hi, my name is Carrie Clemens, better known in the Kesem world as Gump, and I am the Manager of Marketing and Constituent Engagement here at Kesem. Tonight, I am so excited to be here to present our Kesem National Leadership Awards, recognizing the leaders within our community that embody and live our values in above and beyond ways. The Kesem National Leadership Awards are divided into 8 categories, 6 that are dedicated to our shared organizational values, 1 that honors a former Camp Kesem camper turned student leader, and 1 that celebrates a chapter founder or other early instrumental leader at a young Camp Kesem chapter. We received nearly 200 nominations for members of the class of 2021. The finalists and winners that you will hear about tonight all held a student leader role during their undergraduate career. Some were general members, some were counselors, and others served in a coordinator or director role, and these nominees have proven to go above and beyond for their chapters and for the organization as a whole. Congratulations on an incredible accomplishment, and thank you to the entire class of 2021 for your dedication to children impacted by a parent's cancer. Now, let's get to hearing about those nominees and our winners. I'm so excited to share that I will be joined tonight by the winners from each of these categories from the class of 2020. Now some fantastic Kesem alumni who have graciously agreed to join us to announce and celebrate the next winners.
Hi there, my name is Carly Miller, also known as Wazowski, and I'm an alum from the UC Berkeley Kesem chapter, joining you from San Francisco, California. I've joined you to present the Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Award, which honors the student leader that shares in our organizational commitment that strives to understand, recognize, and embrace individual differences and ensure every member of our community feels safe, loved, and respected, to expand our support with attention to engaging underrepresented communities. Our finalists include Crocs from the University of Wisconsin-Madison, Bubba from the University of Texas, Austin, and Daisy from Christopher Newport University. Our winner is described as someone that continually makes space for and embraces those whose identities differ from their own through intentional discussion and action within their Kesem chapter, always iterating on their ideas and working to make sure that their campers feel seen and respected. Without further ado, I'm honored to present this award to Lizzie Crocs Geiger from the University of Wisconsin-Madison. Congratulations to all those who were nominated, and to Crocs. Your efforts to make camp a more inclusive and welcoming space for our campers is always seen and appreciated. Thanks all.
How's it going, everyone? My name is Sam LeFew, better known to the Kesem community as Princess. I'm an alumni from the University of Virginia, coming to you from Washington, D.C. I'm here tonight to present the Empowers Others Award that celebrates the student leader, inspires energy and enthusiasm in their peers, that creates opportunity for learning and personal growth, and leads to create more leaders. Tonight, our finalists for this award are Mad Hatter from the University of Iowa, Spruce from Long Beach State, Rue from San Francisco, Grimes from Chapman University, and Siesta from James Madison University. The winner of this award is someone who has empowered their team to believe in themselves. They've created opportunities for their entire chapter to shine by encouraging their peers, holding them accountable, and leading with grace. It was through Kesem that this person began to see themselves as a leader, and they have given back tenfold by mentoring others and allowing them to find the same sense of leadership, and competence within themselves. For this reason, I'm incredibly honored to present this award to Chloe Grimes Roshan from Chapman University. Woo! Congratulations to Rhymes and to all the finalists. You are what continue to make our Kesem community so special.
Hi there, my name is Gabe Cardia, or Barnacle Boy, and I'm an alum from Camp Kesem at the University of Michigan, now working as a realtor in the Metro Detroit area. The Grateful Award recognizes the student leader that cultivates a culture of thankfulness, the person that makes a personal effort to celebrate contributions and highlight the value added by each unique individual. Congratulations to our finalists this year, TBT from Fresno State, Dibs from the University of Southern California, and Airbud from the University of Michigan. Our winner is someone who's been indispensable in cultivating and maintaining a culture of thankfulness, empathy, and service, and will always make sure that you know you are seen and appreciated. For this reason, I'm honored to present this award to Lauren Airbud Vanderzijden from the University of Michigan. I was privileged to work with Airbud when she was a volunteer coordinator and junior director, and was so proud to see her succeed me as a director. She embodies gratitude and has instilled this value in our chapter for years. Congratulations, Airbud, and to all of our nominees.
Hello everyone, I'm Megan Filzen, better known as Feyre in the Kesem world. I'm an alumni from the University of Minnesota, joining you tonight from Lakeville, Minnesota. Tonight I will be presenting the Lasting and Positive Impact Award, which honors the student leader that supports the growth of the organization, that drives toward goals with the big picture in mind, that creates long-lasting, positive impact at their chapter and beyond. Our nominees for this award are Socks from the University of Arkansas, Locks from the University of Virginia, Nemo from UC Santa Cruz, and Orca from Hamline University. I actually have the honor of presenting this award to two winners this year. Our first winner has inspired their peers to put in their best work into everything they do and keep the purpose of Kesem at the forefront, spending late nights working with families and community organizations to connect more families to Kesem and build partnerships for their chapter. Our second winner's leadership has allowed their chapter to grow from a few members to almost 20, the most volunteers the chapter has ever had, almost quadrupled their past highest fundraising amount, and has set their chapter up for future success. For this reason, I am ecstatic to present the Lasting and Positive Impact Award to Ashley Socks Berghoff from University of Arkansas and Cora Orca Stalkup from Hamline University. Congratulations to all of our nominees and both of our winners tonight.
My name is George Bunny Baldus. I was at Camp Kesem at Marquette University, and I am coming to you today from St. Louis, Missouri to present the Cares Deeply Award. The Cares Deeply Award is presented every year to the student leader that is deeply invested in the work that we do, shows above and beyond commitment to the mission and those we serve. This year, the finalists are Bean from the University of Nevada, Reno, Pickles from Johns Hopkins University, Poppy from Long Beach State, Sonny from Carnegie Mellon, and Pix from Central Pennsylvania. The winner this year is described as a person who is held in high regard by their peers, an individual who always follows through and treats those around them with empathy and dignity, as well as someone who lives in solidarity with the values Kesem holds in the highest regard. Not to mention that this year, this person helped their chapter serve 150% of their goal. I'm excited to announce that the winner of this year's Cares Deeply Award is Birgitta Poppy Fields from Long Beach State University.
Hi everyone, my name is Isa Bache, but my Kesem friends call me Apple. I am an alum from Chapman University, and I'm joining you from Los Angeles, California. I am so excited to announce the Optimism Award tonight. The Optimism Award celebrates the student leader that remains positive even in the face of adversity, that shows hopefulness about the future in their words and actions, and inspires others to share in their outlook. The nominees are A. Aaron from University of Iowa, Aloe from UC Davis, Psych from the University of Miami, and Sponge from UCLA. This student winner always has the best interests of the chapter at heart. They were always easily accessible, easy to talk to about anything for Kesem, a genuine listener, and showed how much they cared about not only the camper, but also the counselor volunteer experience. And the winner is Cody Psych Klein from the University of Miami. Congratulations, Psych, and all of the nominees.
Hi there, my name is Savannah Lanive, but my Kesem friends call me Zazu. I am a Kesem alumni from the University of South Florida, joining you tonight from Tampa, Florida. I am so excited to be presenting the Through and Beyond Award tonight. This award is for a camper turned student leader that has shown outstanding leadership at their chapter. So the nominees for this award are Aaron from University of Iowa, Snow from DePaul University, Chummy from William & Mary, and Siesta from James Madison University. This person has exemplified the values of Kesem in all interactions. They exemplify what it means to pay it forward, to take an experience that was impactful and to strive to make an even better experience for those that follow. So with that, the winner of this year's Through and Beyond Award goes to Aaron Baker from the University of Iowa. Congratulations to Aaron and to all of the nominees tonight for being such inspiring leaders to their chapters.
Hello everyone, my name is Abigail Willems, better known as Boo to my Kesem friends. I'm an alum of the University of Kentucky chapter of Camp Kesem, and I'm coming to you tonight from Cincinnati, Ohio. I have the honor of presenting the Iris Wedeking Award. This award was created to honor Kesem's founder, and it recognizes exceptional seniors that were chapter founders or early instrumental leaders at young Camp Kesem chapters. Our nominees tonight are Fuji from Long Beach State, Spruce from Long Beach State, Nugget from Indiana State University, and Daisy from Christopher Newport University. Our winner has been described as having an innate drive to serve others and has led their chapter by example, always building up those around them to be their best selves. For this reason, our winner is Cassie Nugget McFerrin from Indiana State University. Congratulations, Nugget.
Congratulations again to all our award finalists and winners, and to every single member of our Kesem class.
Yes, we are so proud of the ways that you've embodied our Kesem values and have continued to go above and beyond for your fellow student leaders, your chapters, your communities, and the organization as a whole.
And we're so proud and excited to see what you do next, to see your legacy continue to take shape at your chapter, and to see how the seeds you have planted continue to take root.
And joining us now for a very special original spoken word performance is Kesem Senior Regional Program Coordinator, Kofi Beans Bonsu.
Hello, everybody. Kofi Beans Bonsu here, program coordinator for the Midwest region, aka the Beanie Babies. Shout out to you all. It's my honor and pleasure to be sharing tonight with all of you in celebration of you, the class of 2021, after such a tumultuous year. I am so honored to be able to share an address with you, something that I wrote as I thought of how special all of you are, and really to commemorate your success over this year. And so I hope you enjoy. Is it not a sight to behold? The curves of its shell, a container for its mysterious progression. Its contents curiously bold. Now, interestingly, the loot of this coffer is an enigma, my confession. For what does it hold? And for this reason, I cannot yet tell you what it will yet reveal. Though that is my goal. Will you tower over us, shading those below, or spread along the ground like love that bubbles up in the soul? Your harvest, the world bestow. I do not know. There's much to do in pursuit of your contents. A period of willful tribulation, darkness, loneliness, uncertainty are the only constants. And what's more, your persistent yearning for elation, what it would be to again feel that summer brilliance. So you claw, you struggle, you climb, for the only way you can truly reach the pinnacle is with time. You are like no other, you are atypical, and we will reveal this in time. I do know. And the more you ascend, the more you are strengthened. This dark space becomes your engine. You realize without this moment, your period of query would be lengthened. This era does not seek your destruction. Rather, it's for your benefit, and it's no mere convention. It reveals the true depth of your resilience, your strength, and it was created especially for you. As your limbs pierce through that surface, it becomes clear as all comes into view, you have an intentional and divine purpose. Have you not seen how much you grew? You do not know. It is not because of what you have endured or what you will soon produce, but simply because you are. And you are beautifully and wonderfully designed. This much I can deduce. No other is on par at being just who you are. Your brilliance I can do little to reduce. The memories of your anguish subside. You stretch, you relax, all is right and beautiful, it seems. Quickly it becomes clear that there are many others at your side. And life's opportunities caress you. Its beauty gleams. There are many other kings and queens. You know. Was it truly a lonely climb, or a journey in tandem with familiar strangers? One and the same, and somehow your own revealed in time. Their own aspirations, dreams, dangers. Others seeking to actualize themselves and shine. Something shifts. And what you thought would be is even better. This odyssey was never alone. In fact, there were many a protector. Our roots intertwined way down in the unknown, our drives the loving connector. We know. So this is what you are. This is what we have been without. What was dormant has been released. The seal has been broken and you have come pouring out. The old you left in the past deceased. The new you preparing the soil for which others will sprout. Many may think this is sad, but I would disagree. Because this is not the end of your journey, just the beginning. Do you agree? Your spine wide and sturdy, your reach as far as we can see, you are known. Who would have believed that what scrapes the moon and the stars tomorrow would have started down beneath? That what you have created, some will borrow. All from your little seed has to bequeath. Your radiant magic drives out all fear and sorrow. Here's to you and what you created this morrow. I'm so proud of all of you and all that you have given for this organization. And I'm even more proud and excited to see what all of you do as you become who you're supposed to be and who you're meant to be. Thank you all for your contribution. your support of our families and other student leaders. You will be missed dearly. And as always, under the same Kesem moon and stars. I love you all.
Chandler, are you okay?
No.
I know that was beautiful.
I'm fine. I'm just watering my seeds so they take root and continue to grow, flourishing, like the class of 2021. I'm fine.
I understand. Well, if you are all as obsessed with Kofi and his words as we currently still am and always will be, we will be sharing an extended cut of his spoken word performance along with our other speakers from the evening on Facebook and YouTube next week. So be sure to check those out. Enjoy once more.
Ooh, that really got me. As we continue to take in Kofi's words and as we wrap up tonight, we want you to take a moment to reflect on how far we've come together while also looking ahead to the future.
Seniors, your legacy has shaped the Kesem of today. You're the reason we have made it this far, and even though you're no longer student leaders, your continued commitment to the mission and those we serve as alumni will be the reason we continue moving forward too. We couldn't do this without you.
Yes, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Thank you for all that you have done and continue to do for Kesem. We have had so much fun tonight, and we hope you did too.
And now, without further ado, we bring you our tap dancing routine.
Oh, whoa, Dwayne.
Did I get it wrong?
Maybe we should save the tap dancing routine for our next live stream.
Okay.
But if you're feeling like Dwayne here and you don't want this party to end, we will be hosting a post-event gathering exclusively for the class of 2021 via Gather Round beginning in just 15 minutes. And you will find a link to join in the chat below now. We hope to see you there.
And as the credits roll tonight, we do invite you to stick around and listen because this isn't just any closing video. Singing us home here tonight are two very special alumni from Camp Kesem at the University of Oregon, Hank Ballou Holden and Jupiter Saturn Bruner, performing their original Kesem Senior Night song, Just For You.
Congratulations again to the class of 2021, and thank you all for being such a special part of our Kesem community. This is good night, but not goodbye.
Here's to you. This is Dwayne The Rock Johnson and Cheeto signing off.
So fast, the friendships that really last keeps me free, but keeps me tame. It's the only place where I can make my own name. Grab my hand and hold it tight and don't let go until it's right. Got you here right by my side. No need to run, no need to hide. Kesem love is here on senior night. Kesem friends will be your friends for life. You shared the stories of your lives. No such thing as wrong or right. We're celebrating senior night. We're feeling good, your future is bright. 'Cause Kesem love is here on senior night. Kesem friends will be your friends for life. Kesem love is here on senior night. Kesem friends will be your friends for life. Kesem friends will be your friends for life.